Okay, so quick question first. Why do so many YouTubers and vloggers and guys like that, why do they do this? Why do they put us on the ground and talk to us like we're dogs or cats or something like that? It's weird. So it just needs to stop. Let's stop doing it. Everybody stand up or sit down at least and have a normal conversation. So I promise after today, you won't see this from me anymore. But we're here at my favorite park. Let me show you really quick. And yes, that is a Swedish dollhouse horse. I'm not sure that's how you say it, but yes, it's a Swedish horse, and I get asked it a lot because I have this place in a lot of my videos. Norsk Husfest is coming up soon. It is the largest Scandinavian festival in the country, and so I'm here practicing my cinematic B-roll techniques. And the topic of today's video is another quick tips for your MAVIC Pro episode, and it's episode number 13 or maybe 14. I'm actually not sure. It's been so long since I've done one, but what I'm going to talk about in this quick tips video is some things that you guys have been asking me about, commenting to me about, things that you're having problems with your MAVIC Pro. And they're little things, they're little nagging issues, and there are a lot of issues that I've experienced myself. And so I'm gonna go through those things with you guys, give you some simple solutions to them. And so let's get started. But first of all, give me 30 seconds of your time, and I'm gonna practice my cinematic B-roll. So here we go. Guys, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, this is 51 Drones and my name is Russ. After watching today, if you like what you see, go ahead and click on that subscribe button as well as the gray notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. So yeah, I don't know who started that whole deal where you put the camera on the ground and you get on your hands and knees and you talk to the camera, but I just had to make a little bit of fun of it because it's just out there everywhere and it's almost like an epidemic. So one of the best parts about having a channel, about having a YouTube channel, is the opportunity to learn from everybody in the community. My ultimate goal is to educate you guys on everything that I can when it comes to your drone, your footage, your projects, your purchases, and lots of other things. But the other goal, the more selfish goal, is to learn from your experiences as well. I really enjoy going through the comments and looking for issues that you guys are having, because then I research it for myself and I get smarter. Smarter? More smart? Smarter? Is that a word? But anyway, there's a lot of things that we talk about. Cinematic footage, intelligent flight modes, you know, all of the major issues, but there's so many little things. And so that's why I do these quick tips videos, because there are things that a lot of people don't talk about and everyone's experienced them at some time. So the first thing today is horizon adjustment. Now, every so often you're gonna start up your MAVIC Pro and you're gonna find out that your horizon is a little bit tilted. It's not quite level. Well, this is actually a simple one. What you want to do is head over to the general settings, which are those three little dots, and you're going to click on the gimbal icon, and then you're going to click on auto adjust gimbal or adjust gimbal. And it's going to do its little dance, and then hopefully all is right and straight with your world. But if not, you're going to have to go back in there and you're actually going to have to manually calibrate your gimbal. And here's where you can change the gimbal tilt by 1 degree in either direction. What you want to do is adjust that until it's straight, and then you're good to go. Like I said, a very simple one. Now, in relation to that, here's an issue that I've experienced, and I don't know if any of you guys have, but I did the gimbal adjustment procedures because it was way off. My horizon was just really crooked. I could not figure it out. But then I had an epiphany. Perhaps I should actually look at the physical gimbal itself. And there it was. For some reason, that little support band had stretched out a little bit and my gimbal was hung up on the frame of the MAVIC Pro. Now, I wasn't getting the gimbal overload, so that's why it didn't occur to me right away. But just a little tip, if you've done the horizon adjustments and it's still not right, actually look at the physical gimbal itself. Now, second, or actually third thing, firmware updates. Now, most of you, when you get the prompt to update your MAVIC Pro or whatever DJI drone you may have, you simply update it from the app. But many people, like myself, have experienced the dreaded 95% completed and then it stalls. It just sits there. You restart everything, you try it again, and it gets to 95 or 49% or whatever, and it doesn't move after that. It's very frustrating as it just sits there and you want to get flying. So what I've started doing is I update on the computer. So what you want to do is head over to the DJI website. You're going to click on MAVIC Pro, and then click on Downloads and download the latest version of the DJI Assistant. And then you can update your MAVIC Pro or whichever drone you have. The update goes much faster and it never stalls. The next thing, a landing tip. I don't use return to home anymore for landing. I used to, but I don't like giving up control. So when I return my MAVIC back to where I launched it from, I want to make sure that I'm in position before I land. So on the back of your controller, you have the C1 and the C2 button, and you can customize those to many different things. What you want to do is make one of those gimbal forward and down. So when you get close to home, you're going to hit that button quickly so you can see your precise position right before you land. It's so simple, but it's also very helpful. Another landing tip, you guys, I've said this 100 times, but get a landing pad. I want to drive this home as much as possible because as I've been flying more places, and those places aren't conducive to launching and landing. I'm usually leaving the ground from gravel or grass or dirt, and I don't want all of that damaging my drone over the long term. And the other reason is for precision landing. Well, not with the MAVIC 2 Pro or Zoom right now, but hopefully they fix that soon with a firmware update. But I know that if the return to home ever engages, it's gonna land within an inch of where I launched it from. Now in a previous video, I recommended that you guys get this foldable one from Freewell because it doesn't blow away in the wind. But one thing, it's cardboard inside. And if cardboard ever gets moisture on it, it does this. So if you get this one, be sure that you don't use it around any moisture. And if you get this one, just try not to use it on windy days. I'll put links for both of these down in the description if you guys need a landing pad. Now the last tip that I have has to do with IMU calibration. Now I've never gotten the prompt to calibrate my IMU. I actually don't even know if it does prompt you if it's needed. But one issue that I was having was when I was attempting to fly straight ahead with my MAVIC Pro, it wouldn't fly straight ahead. It would go a little bit to the right. I had the stick pushed straight forward, but it was flying sideways. I calibrated the sticks, but that didn't fix it. So what I did is I calibrated the IMU and voila, which is French for and then I found out. Can you guys name that movie? It's pretty obscure, but calibrating it is actually quite simple. You just want to click on General Settings, click on MC Settings, then scroll down to Sensor State, and finally click on Calibrate IMU. It's going to show you exactly what to do on the screen. Once it's completed, just restart your MAVIC Pro and you're good to go. Now, how often should you do that? Well, according to Billy Kyle, it's kind of like an oil change on your car. You want to do it every few weeks for maintenance. He actually did a very detailed video on IMU calibration. I'll put it up here on the note cards if you want to watch that. So that's it for this 13th or 14th episode of Quick Tips for your MAVIC Pro. If you guys got anything of value out of this video, please click on the thumbs up button, the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure that you guys subscribe and click on the notification bell. I want to thank you guys sincerely for watching today. And as always, fly safe and fly smart.